Hi and welcome to The Scene. I'm James Farnan and this week it's all about gelato. What's gelato, you might ask? Well, buckle your seatbelts because we're not only going to find out, today we're going to make it. Gerry.
James.
Good to see you.
How are you?
So this is the Gelati guy from Invermere Gerry Taft. Now, we're making gelati today.
Absolutely.
Okay, what is gelati? How do we make it? What are we going to be doing today?
Well, we're going to make a dairy-free sorbet to start with, and then we're going to make a batch of gelato, which is it's like ice cream, but it's milk instead of cream, and then it's less air whipped inside, so it's a lot thicker and denser, and a more natural flavor.
Is it better than ice cream?
Absolutely.
Right, well, let's get going.
All right. So before we get started, there's an important thing. Before we can make any gelato, we've got to give you something to wear here. So
Okay.
we've got a special T-shirt just for you. Nice color too.
Really, Gerry? It's going to be pink? Why gelati? Where did this idea come from?
So back in college, I saw gelato and sorbets in Vancouver, and I realized that I wanted to bring this back to my hometown of Invermere. It was definitely a challenge. I was 20 years old at the time, and it was very hard to come up with the money and be able to buy the equipment, and also to learn how to make it, because some people who were already in the business were less than excited to teach someone new on how to get into the business.
What makes gelato better than ice cream, in your opinion?
I think the main thing is the natural ingredients, or the more natural ingredients. Also less preservatives, and the ability to make it in small batches and make it fresh. So often in the middle of summer, we're making it every day. We're selling it the same day we make it, which is definitely something the big ice cream companies can't say.
In your spare time, you're also the mayor of Invermere, I hear.
That's true.
It's like a little side project for you, or?
Well, the good news is that when the gelato is the most busy in July and August, is also when we have the least amount of meetings. But there is sometimes the year where it's, I'm trying to make gelato and talk on the phone at the same time. All right.
So what's next?
Well, we need to do some dishes, James. So we need you to wash some of this stuff up here.
Are you kidding? I didn't come here to do dishes, Gerry.
Wow, you didn't get the T-shirt for nothing. I hope no one back home sees how good you are at washing dishes.
Yeah, let's just keep that between us, Gerry. How much fine tuning is there in your recipes? I mean, it looks fairly simple, but obviously you've put a bit of effort into coming up with these.
Yeah, there's definitely been some research and some trial and error around the recipes. The nice thing about the gelatos and the sorbets is that the recipes are pretty forgiving. It's not baking. Often with baking cookies or different ingredients, you need to be very, very precise. With the gelato and the sorbets, you can be a little more flexible, and if you're up or over a little bit or under on sugar, it doesn't change the product too much. So it's nice in that fact, and really it's all about having the right ingredients to start with and keeping it nice and fresh.
Will the customer call you out on it if it's not up to standard?
Well, that usually is more likely to happen with trial flavors, so trying a new flavor. So several years ago, I tried to make a beer sorbet, and it was tasted kind of like sweet, flat beer, and I definitely had some customers tell me that it just was not up to standard.
Some things, I guess, should just not go together.
Unfortunately, we haven't mastered beer sorbet yet.
You know what, Jerry? I've made a decision.
What is that?
I'm going to open a gelati shop in Cranbrook. I'm going to call it Jimmy's Gelatis. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I might have to talk to my my friend, the mayor of Cranbrook, and see whether we can block that business license.
Oh, me and the mayor are great friends. Isn't that right, Wayne?
All right, James, we're gonna test out and see how you did here.
What's the verdict?
Not bad, not bad.
So I'm dropping my resume off next week?
We can probably find you a volunteer position. We won't be able to pay you.
I'll take it. Thanks for joining us on the scene.
Thank you.
I'm out of here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to eat my gelato first.